So we got a lot to talk about in this video. We got four movies, and we got uh, winners for a award ceremony to talk for award ceremony to talk about. But let's dive into the movies first. So three movies came out in one day, and then one came out the day before. So we're gonna do an order how I watched it. So what I first watched was what came out that day on the 11th was called The Prom. Sorry, I had to think for a second, but it was called The Prom, and it was a Netflix movie, musical movie. James Corden, Nicole Kidman, Meryl Streep, Keegan Michael Key, Andrew Reynolds. This was an amazing movie. This is 100% going to win Golden Globes for Best Musical Comedy. It's going to win it, hands down. One of the best movies of the year that I've seen. I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of musicals, and I know musicals can be kind of dreadful sometimes. And I kind of walked into watching this movie, kind of was really excited, but also kind of like, oh God, I hope this doesn't suck. Because for a musical, this was a little over 2 hours. So I spent a good 2 hours, 15 minutes watching this movie right when I got back from work, first thing in the morning. So I was like, I hope I didn't waste that much time watching this movie. But no, I did not waste it at all. This is one of the best movies of the year. This is definitely going to get a lot of Golden Globe nominations. It's going to win big, and specifically for musicals. This movie was absolutely everything you wanted to be, and then some. There are some things, of course, um, could be a little different, but the musical numbers, the choreography, everything about this performances was just tremendous. I definitely recommend this movie. If you're not a fan of musicals, I can't say that you'll like this because it is a musical. There is a lot of singing in it, but my favorite was "Love Thy Neighbor." That was probably the best song of the whole movie. Just I definitely got some. I definitely got some High School Musical vibes. They really brought back memories uh, watching this. Really brought back some memories of some High School Musical days that I used to watch back in the day. They don't. I can't compare the two because they're not the same. But when these high schoolers walked into the cafeteria, started singing, or the gymnasium, I just kept thinking, High School Musical. But no, I give this 5 out of 5. Uh, I give this 5 stars, 10 out of 10. I meant, and this movie was just tremendous. I don't know if this will be nominated for Best Picture, but what I can tell you is every single winner for Best Drama, at least for Golden Globes, the past decade, all was nominated for Best Picture. Now this is different. Best Golden Globe for musical or comedy. A lot of these winners for Best Comedy or Musical, yes, end up being nominated for Best Picture. But here's the thing: my list for my Best Picture is changing weekly. What I started off having 10, like probably not 10, but like 8 months ago, is definitely different now. I'm still trying to find that last movie to put in my top 10. I'm trying to put that last movie. And yeah, The Prom definitely went up the list of consideration. I definitely think that it could, but I have to consider some other movies first before I make a final decision. But this movie definitely went up considerably. I wasn't even putting it in. Um, Kept blowing it off, saying, "No, this ain't gonna win Oscars or anything, or be nominated for Oscars," but it definitely can be nominated easily for Best Picture if Golden Globes gives it love, which I think it will. But we'll get into more to that as soon as that comes closer. But no, I definitely recommend this movie. I think my favorite of the movie is I was talking to my friend. I told her to watch it that day, and she did. And she said her favorite was Meryl Streep. And of course, Meryl Streep, legendary actress, nominated like 21 times, 3 wins. Definitely one of the greatest actresses of all time. Um, but she said her favorite was Meryl Streep. But nothing to Meryl Streep. I think my favorite was James Corden. I mean, James Corden is not a very known actor. He's known for talk show hosts. He's known for his late show. But he kills it. I really think in some scenes he outshines everyone else. I mean, everything about this, especially the storyline with his mother, that was very emotional, but very raw and real, and people can relate to that. And it's very, uh, I've seen people around me deal with that, what he dealt with his mom in the movie. So I definitely recommend this movie because it just makes you feel good. I mean, like this movie was very fun and enjoyable to watch, and yeah, there were some sad parts, and it was sad, but there's some moments that just get you so hyped up and so happy and smiling, and I love that. So 10 out of 10, 5 stars, hands down, one of the best of the year. So the next movie I saw was what came out the day before on HBO Max was another Meryl Streep movie called Let Them All Talk. I do not know how to pronounce this guy's name, but he is a legendary director. He made Traffic, Magic Mike, Ocean's Trilogy, Steven. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but I thought I'd give this a go, give this a try, and honestly, I didn't really care for it. I really did. Nothing against him. I think he cast it professionally. I think he cast it perfectly. I meant to say. I don't know why I keep messing up today, but I think I cast it. I think he cast it perfectly. Jesus. Meryl Streep, Lucas Hedges, all these. He had a star-studded cast. Meryl Streep was amazing, like always. I mean, she killed it. But a performance can only make a movie so good, and it can't make it a great movie, but it can make it decent. And this was decent, I guess. I mean, honestly, this wasn't the best movie. It's not even a great movie in my opinion. But he really did let them all talk, and there's nothing wrong with that. It really shows how the people talk, but it was just very boring to me, and I just cringed a little too much. I don't know. There's something about this movie that just really off to me. I do recommend this movie if you're a Meryl Streep fan. Yes, watch it because it's her. She's at work. She does that. But she's at work in this movie, man. But no, I give this 2.5 stars. I don't even know what that is on the freaking rating system out of 10, but no, 2.5 stars because I just didn't really register with me. I didn't really care for it. Meryl Streep was the best part of the movie, and even then, her performance was just, like I don't know. Then there was a little twist at the end, then just out of nowhere type ending, and it literally made no sense why that ending happened, and it was so weird, so bizarre. I literally stopped watching it, watched it the second half the next day because I didn't know what I was watching. But I did finish it, and it's a no for me. I don't really care for it. But let them all talk though. She is an author though who she was an author, and she invites her best friends on this trip, on this cruise type trip, and it was very. And she invites her nephew, and it was just very weird. It really was weird. I mean, I think my favorite movie out of all the ones I've watched for this video is The Prom. It was unlike any plot I've seen. I mean, you're talking about a group of Broadway people coming to help this lesbian go to her prom when they said that she can't take a girl, and they go and they fight for this girl, which I thought was amazing. But no, but let them all talk. 2.5 stars. Meryl Streep did great. There's only so much she can do. She is amazing, but come on now. So the next one I watched was Wolfwalkers. It is an animation movie that dropped on Apple TV, and man, I tell you what, this animation movie is unlike any animation movie I've seen in a while. This definitely was original. This was different, and it was weird, but it was the good kind of weird. It wasn't like Let Them All Talk. This was definitely probably one of the best animation movies of the year. I definitely think this will be nominated for best animated movie. I really think so. But but no, I absolutely love this movie. It's about a wolf walker who, she Wolfwalkers are who are are humans basically, but when they sleep, they become a wolf. So their body is here sleeping, and then they're a wolf at night. And it was pretty crazy and original, but I loved it. It got very emotional in it, and it got really good at some parts, and I loved um, the storytelling, the pacing. I don't know who any of the cast members were, but I loved them. Fell in love with all of them. I definitely love it. But it's about this girl who becomes a wolfwalker, and the original wolfwalker helps her become a wolf, and her dad wants to help, make sure all orders have been what's the word for obeyed from the Lord Protector, and that's what they call him. And he doesn't want his daughter keep going out to the woods, but she keeps going to try to save the forest and save the wolves. And it's pretty, her dad's a wolf hunter, and he doesn't know that she's turned into a wolf walker. So it's pretty great, pretty original. I give this 5 stars, 10 out of 10. I love this movie. I think this was truly an original idea. I think definitely this company who has won Best Animated Movie in the past. Now, do I think can win it with this one? I think if any movie has a chance of beating Soul, because I'm saying this all year, I'm going to keep saying it even though it won't come out Christmas Day. Soul is winning Best Animated Film, hands down. I'll put money on it, I'll bet on it, hands down. But if anything can make a run for it, it is Wolfwalkers. I think this has a chance. I don't know how big of a chance, but Soul is pretty much a lock. But that doesn't take anything away from Wolfwalkers. No matter how good Soul is, Wolfwalkers is still an amazing, unbelievable movie, and for all ages, kids, adults will love this movie. This isn't hit hard with animation movie. It's funny, but this just is a very good, um, sometimes emotional, but just a very good original story. And then I just finished the last one that I just got to called I'm Your Woman. It dropped on Amazon Prime same day, December 11th. And man, this was this was weird. This really was. This is about a lady who is she has a so her husband's a thief and he's a criminal and stuff, and he brings home a baby because she can't have babies, and he gets into trouble with his work, and a guy named Cal comes and picks up uh, Eddie's wife and their kid, and they just go on this dangerous ride, try to hide them, try to make sure they're safe because people are looking for Eddie, but they're also looking for his wife and his kid. So Cal is trying to help them escape, and throughout the whole journey, during this dangerous journey, she's finding out things about her husband and and Cal, and just she's finding about everything, and it's just putting pieces together, but it's also making her realize what she needs to do when this is over. It's very, it gets bizarre sometimes. This wasn't supposed to be funny at all, but I laughed because some of the deliveries of the sentences, they weren't even supposed to be one-liner jokes. It's just the way they were delivered, the way they were said. I do give this 3 stars. I give this a, I mean, I give this 3 stars because I did like the story. I think it was pretty great, set in the 1970s. But other than that, there's not really much else I can say about it. I mean, what can I say? It became a little guilty pleasure at some point. It was good. But let's knock out these Critic Awards real quick for these winners. Now, this is the Boston Society of Film Critics Awards. So this right here isn't like they give you nominations and then they're winners. They just post their best and that's it. Not everyone does this, but like the other ones, they do runner ups. But best film goes to No Man Land. I've been saying this, and I'm gonna keep saying it. A lot of these are gonna be best film No Man Land, and I think it's gonna come short at Oscars. I think it's gonna get nominated for a lot, but I don't think it'll win Best Picture. But it is getting a lot of hype, and it is definitely in the front runner. So it was released in December 4th, but that was for a just like Minari's already released December 11th, but they're it's not a wide release yet. It was just select theaters, so just very little stuff and some virtual stuff as well. We won't see both of those everywhere near you, near me until probably February. So, but best film, No Man Land, runner up, First Cow, which I'm still trying to watch. Best director, No Man Land, Chloe Zhao. Runner up, First Cow, Kelly Richard. Best actor, Anthony Hopkins, The Father. Runner up, Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal. Best actress, Cindy Flanagan, Never, Rarely, Sometimes Always. Runner up, Julie Garland, The Assistant. Best supporting actor, Paul Raci, Sound of Metal. Runner up, Brian Denny Driveways. Sorry. Best supporting actress, Yoon Yu Jung, Minari. Runner up, Amanda Seyfried, Mank. Best screenplay, Charlie Kaufman, I Think of Many Things. Runner up, Joshua Richardson, and its director, First Cow. Best cinematography, No Man Land. Runner up, Lovers Rock. Best documentary, Collective. Runner up, The Painter and the Thief. Best non English language film, La Lenora. Runner up, The Painted Bird. Best animated film, The Wolf House. Runner up, Wolfwalkers. Best film editing, I'm Thinking Many Things. Runner up, No Man Land. Best new filmmaker, The Father. Runner up, Emma. Best ensemble cast, Morane's Black Bottom. Runner up, Minari. Best original song, Minari. And there was no runner ups for that one. And that is your winners for the Boston Society of Film Critics Awards 2020. So we covered a lot in under 20 minutes. I know I probably went through fast and I kept messing up on some words, but um, but no, those is pretty much it. I'm definitely going to be keep posting these critic awards that I'm trying to figure out when they're posting their winners because I know it's different since COVID. Because National Board Review would have released it like a week ago, like first couple of days of December, but we're not gonna get it until like mid January, so it's definitely gonna be different. But I'm excited. The Prom, the best. Wolfwalkers, the best. I'm Your Woman. It is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Let them all talk. Trust me, you won't be. You will be probably wasting time if you watch it. But that's pretty much it. So I don't know everything because I just thought the Prom was coming out, but then I realized all the others were coming out. But one of the big ones we're going to tackle with this weekend is Morane's Black Bottom, Chadwick Boseman's last movie. I encourage everyone to go to watch this movie on Netflix when it drops on the 18th. This right here, I heard, is one of his best, and he leaves us with his best, and I think that's how every actor should do it. Sadly, I wish this wasn't his last. I know we're getting a lot of news on how they're going to do Black Panther 2, but I think Black Panther 2 shouldn't be what we should be talking about right now or worrying about right now. I think what we need to be talking about is the legacy he left with what he did, and we need to celebrate that. This Friday, his last movie. Go watch on Netflix for Chadwick Boseman, Morane's Black Bottom. This is going to be an amazing movie. I cannot wait. This definitely is going up and up and up in my best picture. First it was not in consideration, then it was in my alternates. Now it's in my top 10, and I'm cheering for this movie, and I hope it delivers, which I know it will. It's the second movie to be brought from a play to a movie from the playwright. First one was directed by Denzel Washington called Fences, and this next one, in Mary's Black Bottom, he produces. I cannot wait for this. And then Stephen McQueen, a director who one of his 12 Years a Slave, and then which was one of the best pictures of the last decade, and then there was that movie Widows from a couple years ago, which was great as well. But he's releasing over the past few weeks. His last one will drop this Friday as well. He has a collection of 5 films uh, on Amazon Prime. He's calls it the Small Acts, and these movies just. I'll go into more. I'll have a video all just about the 5 this weekend. I haven't watched any yet because I've been so busy trying to get all the others done. But I'm going to try to watch all 5 this week. The first one's like a little over 2 hours, but I know the other ones are kind of just right above an hour. So these aren't like I say full feature films, but they are some that definitely live up to it. But I've heard great things about it, and I'm definitely going to check it out. But the last one drops this Friday, the fifth and last one. Mary's Black Bottom drops on Netflix as well. So we're going to have a lot to cover these this weekend and a little bit next week, but we're going to keep rolling. And Mary's Black Bottom is the next big release, and we're gonna hit it hard. So hit that like button, subscribe, notifications button, leave a comment, do whatever you can. Till next time.